How are you guys doing? Patch 1.03 is finally dropped in everyone's mail, and obviously all the videos are out. I'm going to go through this nice and quickly for you guys. What is coming, what you actually need to pay attention to, what are the good bits of it, because to be honest, it's a good patch, apart from one major thing, without spoiling too much, right? So we're going to get a patch of different stuff coming into Call of Dragons. Comes on the 13th, which is kind of nice. Seasonal Strife, Depth of Winter. So this is kind of the only bad thing about this patch, honestly. The fact is we're going back, guys. Yes, we're going back again to Belleron. So we're going to be testing out the brand new map on there. And this is going to be really cool. We're going to be fighting against the Frost Dragon Xenos in the Depth of Winter. And then, obviously, with this, there's going to be extra stuff. So new season talents. Mass warfare. Player can create infantry and cavalry armory groups and invite other lords to join him and fight shoulder to shoulder. So what this thinks to me is you might have a warband, right, between different alliances. But what you're able to do is create like a small control group. So you know how you can already set 3 of your legions into like control group 1 and then control group 2. Similar kind of thing. You're going to be able to do this with your cabs and obviously with other players. So you could have, instead of a marker saying all infantry here, as people are coming into that zone, you can add them into group 1. So everyone knows in that color, they need to follow, you know, each other, right? So it might look a little bit better on open field. Who knows when this comes out? And then field morale. Players can select one of their own legions to grant buffs to buff their own legions and alliance legions surrounding them. So this is going to be, hopefully, a brand new mechanic in Season of Belleron. We've not had this before. So we'll see what these aura buffs are going to be. They're basically going to be big auras from your legion. See how good these buffs are. It's obviously going to be a tier list again. So that's going to be Season of Strife, Depths of Winter. So back to Belleron, guys. Season talents are back. Hopefully, long-range warfare for us Archermen, so we can have some juicy absolute destruction next season. And then obviously all of these new things. So that's the new kind of season over and done with. I would say that's the bad thing about the patch. If you can call it a bad one, it is what it is, right? So let's move on to the next two. This is where things start getting a bit juicy. So we get 2 new events. These events are actually pretty good. We've seen these in actual other games. So Paramount Championship, Share in Glory. Players will represent the entire server in a fight, and every member of the first and second place winners of the servers will receive glorious rewards. So this is basically like a brand new pay-to-win, potentially, event. But what's good about this event, even if it's pay-to-win, is the next bit. So Championship Predictions is basically where us, the free-to-play players, and the content creators, because you can imagine I'm going to make some juicy videos about this. Let's see if we can bet, basically. Because that's what it is. You're able to bet on players from different servers, and if you're able to win, you're going to get some amazing rewards. So we'll see how that comes. So come a little bit of gambling involved into the master of gambling that is Call of Dragons, right? So the third point is the new 7-day event. I'm not going to go too much into this. Just know when this comes. It's a 7-day event. We've played all of this type of stuff, meaning Great Heights is coming, so we're getting a new city skin, or potentially an old city skin. We'll soon find out. Chance Encounters, Treasure Hunt, Alliance Quiz, Festival of Fortitude, and the Revival Ball Machine. All this stuff we've had before. If you're just wondering, the Ball Machine is that little gumball thing. It is what it is. You're going to get a new city skin and cosmetics for your account. And then obviously the 7-day logins, you normally just get whatever for logging in for 7 days. So it is what that is. Now the juicy stuff, we're going to get 4 brand new heroes. Yes, you heard correct. 4 brand new heroes. 2 legendary infantry. These are the ones we've been waiting for, the G3 infantry. So we've got an infantry PvP tank on the lucky spin. And then the infantry garrison and skill going to be on the Wheel of Destiny. I wonder what these are going to be. I honestly think the whole identity that I've been kind of guessing, where maybe Danful being the infantry PvP tank might be similar to, you know, our Magrat, where he might heal through counterattack damage dealt. So very similar through variable healing, but a different condition being run. Could see that happening potentially. Don't know what Mogro is going to be, so it's going to be interesting. We'll get 2 new epic heroes, right? Both of them are gathering based heroes, which is going to be nice for everyone that's been asking for gathering heroes. another infantry hero, and an overall hero. So I do hope Tara, the overall gathering and support hero, is a flying hero, just to allow everyone to actually have some variance on what they can do with the flying marches. We're getting a new infantry gathering skill commander, not too bad. It gives obviously Bakar, Nika, Madeline, and Garwood in the early game that extra infantry now, which is Neranen, to do some work, right? So we'll soon see how good these are. And then to finish this off, we got the new artifact and pet. I'm not too bothered about this. We've got the Shield of Sturdiness, infantry PvP control. So this is going to be to do with the new artifact of the new commanders. And this is called the Shield of Sturdiness. So I have a big ambition, let's just assume, right? This is going to be some sort of artifact where maybe on Danfell or Mogro, whichever one, could be a shield-based tank like Madeline, but with a twist, which is going to be interesting to see what they're going to do. And that's kind of where we're getting this Shield of Sturdiness to go with. And on top of that, we're getting a new war pet, Moon Bear. Is what it is. We'll see how good this is when it comes into the battlefield, right? So coming into the next patch area, the things that you really want to know, this is a new season combat features. Obviously, seasons that have been added at end of season, and you'll see while pre-war servers will be able to see them immediately for the update. Basically, before, a lot of servers had these changes. Now, in patch 1.03, every server is going to have this. So if you never had this before, now you're going to have. So the Alliance Siege Bastions, players going to build Alliance Siege Bastions to expand their territory everywhere, basically deploying legions, just giving you that new building. The Ossuary, which you've already had, which is the 50% reduction. And then the faster infantry, rally, and garrison combat. So you don't have to worry about a 3-day rally fight anymore. It should be a lot smoother and faster with this, so we'll soon find out how that goes. Improve the Alliance Siege Bastions as well, so you cannot continue to build, upgrade, or repair buildings while they are under attack from a Alliance Siege Bastion. Improve the display of the garrison information on that bastion area as well. And then actual two things which are good for this area, which people actually should be happy about, elite raids. Elite raids are actually getting on change from 4 hours to 1. So as soon as you kill that behemoth, 1 hour later, the elite raid is going to open. And I actually have been waiting for this to come. This is actually a good change. People might not think it, but for a lot of players, including myself, like, we might have killed the normal behemoth at 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock at my time. And to do the elite, I'm going to have to stay until 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. It's just not happening. So now, just being a 1 hour later, there's a lot more incentive to stay on and continue going for that, right? So not too bad. And then the Tournament Champions, you're now able to spend gems to get daily attempts. I'm so glad the devs are listening, because this is one thing I've been asking for, or what I pointed out in the Tournament Champions, which I just couldn't believe wasn't there. And then they've also changed the corresponding, scores. So you can see now this is 1,500 before, now it's going up to 2,500. So you can see they've added basically an extra 1,000 to get there, right? The last little point, actually good little point to miss nearly, was if you've got semi-protected passes by you, your alliance, or warbands, guess what? You can now go through them. You don't have to be occupying it, so you have to keep swapping passes anymore, which is a good quality of life change. Same way the behemoth layers, you're able to go in, which is really nice. Here in this next little bit of area to do with improved alliance systems, all you've got here is just buffs to the improved limit. So for now, every 5 alliances built, you're going to get 1. So obviously, if you've already maxed out at 10, you're going to be doubling up on the current ones. Thunder Rock is now increases member limit by 1, previously 3. Necro Giant was 4. Is now increased by 4, but previously was 3, so they've gained 1. And then the Flame Dragon increases the member limit by 15. And previously was 8. So you can see they have added some in while taking some out, which is fair enough. Remove bonuses from the towers in Season of Strife, blah, blah, blah. I don't really care about this. There's a little bit, but it's more towards, I would say, the good old, what should we say? The good old, building. And now, which is really sad, really, really sad. You guys have been watching that video, gaining over 400,000 limit a day. Well, they patched it. So now you're only going to get 20,000 member points per day, guys, for building. Just when the free-to-play players had something to live for in this game, guess what? The devs didn't care and they've snatched it out. So actually, one of the worst things they could have done in this patch, they've sneaked it in here. I've kind of made it more of an outline in my video. But what the fuck, dude? Like, why? Why couldn't you just leave it alone? Just leave it alone and let the free-to-play players have one thing, for God's sake, right? Players can now view individual cooldown times, so the alliance skills. We don't really care about that. The smoother route prosperity. This little area, all you need to know, the exchange house has got a better UI. It's all you need to know. As well as the amount of stuff you can buy is now determined by your current city hall, so, or your current bazaar level. So if you're at level 25, you're going to have the same. If you're lower than that, you're going to probably lose out on how many you're going to buy each day. New feature on auto gathering. We don't really care about this because most players don't have this. This is more for newer players and farm accounts. I'll leave it on screen so you can read it yourself and pause it. We're going to move on. And then the last little bit here is to do with adding little stories to the new characters so you can also get those extra heads. And then the High King can revoke approval migration applications. And now you can see the red dot notification on management screen when new migrants have been received. So you've got a good idea. Here, they've also improved the display for the token exchange store, which you might have checked out yesterday's video. And then to finish off this patch notes, Roots of War, Rally and Garrison bug has been fixed. So, not bug, they have already doubled, right? They've increased the Legion capacity, my bad, right? But it was a little bug. So that is patch 1.013. So if you basically want a nice summary of it, all you got to know, we're going back to Belleron, people, and we're going to see how that's going to turn out with this new field morale and mass warfare, which will be interesting to go down. We've got a new gambling activity, a 7-day activity coming, 4 new heroes, 1 new IFAT and war pit, a bunch of changes to do with bastions, you know, season combat, as well as infantry and rally garrison, you know, speed combats. Then they've also changed down at the bottom here the speed of your elite raid. So now it's 1 hour from 4, and you can buy extra attempts every day from the tournament champions while changing the current tournament champions max levels. And then coming down all the way here, we've got increased the member limits all down there. And then the biggest crutch of them all, nerfing the amount of member limit, member points you're able to earn for an alliance from building. It's just sad, guys. It's just sad. So if you're looking to farm as much alliance credits as possible, use my video, build as much one troop flags as you can. This goes live on the 13th. So technically today is going to be the 7th. And then obviously you've got 1, 2, 3, basically next Friday. Until next Friday, guys. And then you're not going to have it. So farm up. And hopefully you've farmed enough so you can cover yourself for a few seasons, right? So that is going to be it. Patch 1.03. Tell me your thoughts down below. And it's been me, MrSneakyy. So until the next one, smash like, comment, and subscribe. Share this about with your friends, new alliances, or new players that you might be around. And until then, stay safe, stay sneaky. Peace out.